What's up, everyone? We had a crazy day yesterday. Let's go into what happened. So, let me restate what we talked about yesterday during the live stream. We had a ton of cool people and we had an insane performance. And today, what's going on in the market is also going to be crazy. So, let me get everyone. Come on the live, guys. Use the comments. I'm reading every single comments, and you are part of this experience. And yesterday, what did we say? What did we say? We did a full analysis because we don't do market analysis that is useless. We analyze what was happening on Samsung. We talked about it, and we have one position open. Boom. That's it. 300. It's not a big amount. I agree. It's not crazy, but it's been daily like that. So we had this, and remember that this portfolio we started with less than a little bit like $1,000, and I took all those trades live. All of them showed you one by one why we were taking it, what was going on. So what we're gonna do here is we're not gonna be stupid. Like first, like I'm trading here because I'm gonna farm points for the airdrop, and like that on top of making what I'm making, I'm gonna be able to earn so much from the points. So like now, that's what I do. I put a stop loss that is gonna put me in profit. So let's say we're gonna put stop loss at what? 179, I think. Like 179.69. There you go. So if it goes down there, at least I get out in profit. Boom, I sign it. You have the code TX Handsome in the description to be able to use this platform. Otherwise, you can use it later when everyone starts to use it. But remember, the earlier you're on to something, the better it is. And I show you that it's really easy to do volume because I already have more than 300K volume when I had only $1,000 on it. So it's super easy to do that. Now, second thing that we went on yesterday, and it was called by my tracker, we went into it. It was a brain fart, if you remember well. Brain fart, we went in, I mean, my tracker called it, I think at 300K or something like that. We went a bit later, and we did the 3x. So we went around like 400 or 500K. It went up to almost 2 million. Not bad. This was called again in the Telegram. Up. So we add in the Telegram. We had this one that did the 3x. That was not during the live. That was after for the Trump coin. So you could have been in Telegram for free and get those plays. And we had this one looking good on chain. That did the 2x. So, and that one, brain, I didn't send it in the Telegram. It was only for the people doing the live stream. So now, if you were just live, you're good. Can I finally say a long time now? Yeah, you can say a long time. We get KOA who say Moon Dodge on Robinhood. The OG is gonna go soon. Go where? Go up or go down? I got in brain and bull that went 5x yesterday. Thanks. Congrats, man. I'm happy for you. That's it. It's already down. Okay. And some boss masterclass. Thank you. Today, guys, I'm drinking this coffee. I saw a local guy yesterday, and I went to his coffee shop, and I was like, oh, he had some like so they have some coffee bean that they age in whiskey barrel or rum barrel sometimes, and this one is being aged in whiskey barrel, and it's so good. I never checked that Trump coin ever went to 5 million market cap. I should have done stop loss on that one, but I was very busy that day and I only put a few bucks. So that's fine. Don't worry about that. And some finance, you are my favorite changer. Thank you. You guys are all my favorites as well. As long as you click on my ref links. Let's be honest. let's be honest. I'm in the game of the reflink. Like I'm probably the final boss of reflinks, but I provide value. So I guess in a way, it's not bad. Okay, so we have different research that is preparing, and then I want to go into what is going on the market. So we have a few things around hyperliquid. Also, oh, I forgot one win I had yesterday. Look at that, guys. I tried this thing. Don't try it. This is pure gambling. But I was like, okay, Jupiter, they released something. I like their product usually. I was like, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. And on my first try, I opened this Pokemon card. I paid $250, and I got a card that is valued at. We're gonna see in a minute. $1,000. Not bad, huh? Not bad at all. So I was pretty happy with that. I did that last night. I did trade terribly though. I did trade bad. So like plus France lost, I heard. So not that great. So let me check my collection. Up, I can directly resell it for them. Wait, there is a buyback button. Where's my buyback? Sell one card. There you go. They automatically buy it. Normally, the value would be $1,000. But hey, we're going to be happy with the $900, guys. Are we going to be happy? I think we're going to be happy. Look, we confirm the transaction here. We approve one collector and we get it. Boom. That's it. That's it. Buyback complete. We received our money. We got a 1,000 USDC. I don't have much Solana left though, so I might have to do that. I can click reclaim though. Oh wow, look at that. I can claim back 0.1 Sol. And it is a hard time here. All right. Now let me. I'm gonna set up an alert to see if we have a play later on because I want you to guys eat today. So I had an interesting conversation the other day. Someone asked me like, "Oh, so you do trading? Do you trade every day?" I was like, "No. Like, I mean, when I try to trade every day, I do the worst thing in the world. The worst thing in the world, literally, because what I try to do is to force a trade. But trading is a little bit like fishing, you know, like you put your thing and you wait that it bites. If there's no trade, there's no trades. But if you try to force a trade, that's when usually it gets bad and gets really bad. So I try to not do that, which is not easy. And now I'm going to check, okay, what we have on this. I'm going to check if what I had on my marker. Okay. Mm-hmm. We had Bullcat. That was interesting one. Bullcat, but it's 400. Yeah, so this one, I'm gonna check if my scanner should have get it. I'm not so sure. I'm gonna check. No, it didn't. It didn't. I'm still repairing my thing because like I'm building this this new thing, and like sometimes the okay, it's not yet a play. Maybe today we will not have a play, but like now, you see, like I say, like the elements we have are not good enough to get into that one. It might reverse, but it's dipping hard. And we have on who is still in Cash Cat by Robin Good. I want to burn wise cam token like I do not soul we stock fun for Robin Hood. Let me know you create the link. Yeah, we don't. I don't think you need to do that on Robin Hood. I've got to get that scanner. Inspector Gadget, yeah. I will release it at some point. Oh, it went to 200M last night. Oh my god, yeah, it went back to 200M. That's a good performance. That's a good performance. We are going to check that one in a minute. Now let me check okay, what it is. Who is on the Hyperliquid? There is a token, Sideline Cat. Vlad talk about sideline people. So I can sell. Buy Robin Good so I can sell. Thank you. At least you're an honest man. You're an honest man. I appreciate that. How is what time is it now in Korea? They wake up, they bought Samsung or no? Oh, it's already 11 a.m. Damn, it's late there. It's late there. There you go. We got a report. I don't know why you choose to have pink now, but hey, if the clanker choose that pink, it is pink. That's it. So there you go. I got this window ready. Okay. Wow, man. Papara. Papara, papa. So I have this. Okay. Oh, AI hardware. We have that. Samsung going up. I'm going to be back above $400. We can almost buy a new Samsung soon. Are you guys interested by AI hardware? What's going on in the AI spending, chips, memory, fast networking, stock relation? Yesterday we had a lot of interest in that. I don't know what do you want to see now. I have few explanation, and I want you to understand this because I think this is important. Hyperliquid had some really crazy numbers. I want to get into that. We may have a guest today, actually. AI bubble will crash. Yeah, but it's been, the problem is it's been ages that we have that as well. And it's usually not a good idea to think that, okay, we're gonna have a bubble and then being sidelined, like a lot of people being sidelined, like myself, like saw it going up and going up and going up. So like you gotta be mindful of that. Just for looking for the next play to be early. Well, like you can go on Tick's flow. You're gonna be early. There we go. I have the second one open, ready to go. The high zone. Yeah. I mean, market keeps going up as we know money keeps being printed. Nice. We are above $400 on Samsung now. $400 P&L. Should we get some out? What do you guys think? Should we take a little bit of profit or no? We don't need to close everything, right? Mark price. Should we get some out? Take some. All right. If we say so. If we say so. If I click flash close. No. Wait. Boom. So annoying when I'm on the smaller screen. I am so lost. All right, there we go. Let's take $100 out. Okay. Like this, if it goes down, we also take $100. We will be still up $200. Okay, which is fine, right? And if we're gonna check, like we can get the daily blast. That's it. We are in. Gonna get free credits. Now, should we go first in Hyperliquid or we do first the AI hardware? Which one you want guys gonna see first? They are both interesting. You decide. This is your life. I mean, there's only not. It's not only okay. Hype. All right. All right. Cool. You decide. You decide what's going on. And to be fair, we get way more people on on YouTube than Twitch. Like you're the only one on Twitch, I think. It's super active. I appreciate that. Okay, Hyperliquid, where we got 2 votes. For the 20 or 50 other people that didn't vote, I can't do anything for you. But we will choose. It is what it is. Yo, who signed this? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. Then what we gonna do? Bam, bam. Just arrive. What's new? Okay, but everyone just want Hyperliquid. Well, AI could be replacing us. You guys wouldn't care. It's fine for me. It's fine for everybody. Let me launch this. And we are going to launch a little recording because I think what's going on Hyperliquid is phenomenal. For you on YouTube, but since I changed next to Twitch, okay, to follow all the DJ. Okay, cool. All righty. Let's get on. Let's get on. Boom, boom, boom. Record. I'm recording as well like this. I will post it on YouTube. For Hyperliquid, build me the dashboard with all the numbers that you talk about so we can show that in the live. And when you're done, open the page that shows it. That may come. Only because AI will be too obvious. It's actually not obvious at all. I barely understand some of the stuff I'm reading around AI. I'm going to do my classic where I talk about the Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid, there you go. I think if I go here, oldest, and we had, when did I talk about Hyperliquid? We had this. This is like my oldest video I did with some AI thing that I didn't even care about. That's when we started to pop, actually, when started to show the wallet of other people. There we go. There we go. Let me start like that. Like this, you have backstage. Hyperliquid is being one of the most prized thing in crypto because this coin launched from zero without any VC, without any investors. They release more than 30% of the supply directly to the community. And okay, it's an exchange. We're going to see why it's different and what is important about Hyperliquid. And it's actually one number that many people are missing, and that number could change everything because Hyperliquid may not be just crypto. I know that sounds crazy, but you have to know that Hyperliquid, I've been on it for a long time. I was actually in the first thousands users. As you can see here, if you were subscribed to Handsome Finance 2 years ago, I was talking about Hyperliquid and begging people to farm the airdrop because it's been the most generous airdrop we ever had in crypto and the biggest wealth transfer. Now, if you missed that, don't worry, there will be some next. But look at me here. A young guy was ranked 1,600 with just 200 points. I ranked up to 560 points, something like that. And jokes aside, I missed the airdrop. I did a mistake and I missed it, but that's fine because this game has been big. And I saw Hyperliquid evolving, and I think a lot of people are forgetting some things around it. And I'm going to show you all the details. I prepared the research with my fabulous clanker. So what is the difference? And there's one big number that you need to understand is open interest, or OI. And it's the funding basis and liquidation. So open interest is stored energy. Funding and price tell us which side is crowded. Why? Because sometimes you're going to see some people saying that, oh, this one is doing more volume, that one is doing more volume, but this doesn't mean that this is good. What you want is to have something that has a lot of open interest. That means there's a lot of people on it. And you need to understand this notion before we go into the numbers, okay? So just to be sure, open interest, that's the total value of open future position. Rising open interest means more position exist, but it does not tell us whether the price must rise or fall. And to give a live example, this is a trade that we took live together here on Handsome Finance. You see that I paid some fees. So I have a margin here, okay? And I have a leverage. I do not have enough money to hold $5,000 worth of Samsung. I actually have in this account only about $2,000. I mean, now it's $3,000. I started with something like $1,200, something like that, and then took some trades on this channel when we were live based on our research, and it grew. Now, those things is what we pay. We pay to be able to borrow this position. So funding is a recurring payment between long and shorts. Very positive funding means longs are paying shorts and maybe crowded. Very negative funding can mean crowded shorts. So basically, the shorts and the long, they pay each other. The side that has the highest amount of people doing it, the highest amount of money, is paying the other side, right, to be able to borrow. So then there's liquidation. That's position forcibly closed because they no longer have enough collateral. And that's the thing. That's why doing perpetuals is dangerous and need to be done with caution. So like you saw that I had like $4,000 worth of it, but then I had like quite a lot of money on it for that position. So that was enough. So the basis is between the perpetual future price and the spot price. A large positive basis often reflects aggressive leverage demand. Aggressive leverage demand, it means that people are kind of getting really emotional, okay? So that's what we need to read, okay? Because what's happening is that we have hyperliquid real-world assets, open interest on hyperliquid reach an all-time high of 3.6 billion. So the total open interest reach for 2026 is 11 billion. And that's the crazy thing. Hyperliquid is not only crypto anymore. When you go on a hyperliquid, you can see, okay, you could trade all the crypto. We know we've been trading the crypto on it. That's what they were known for. Then they added spot. And the reason they added spot actually is interesting, and then how it became that the goal of hyperliquid, and it's been stated, is to be the house of all finance. House of all finance. It doesn't mean crypto, it doesn't mean to be blockchain, it means to be the house of all finance. And that's what you need to understand. House of all finance. Because back then, hyperliquid was built on another blockchain. And because they wanted to become the house of all finance and also to be able to release their own token, what they did is that they did their own blockchain. And with their own blockchain, they started to bring other things. For example, HIP-3, HIP-3. And that HIP-3 has been really important because that lets anyone also to build on top of hyperliquid. So you remember like how Amazon had the best servers, okay? And they realized one day, well, we have a structure to have so many servers that is crazy. We could just rent those. And it became Amazon AWS, which is one of the biggest part of their business today. This is kind of the same for hyperliquid. They're like, we have the best place to trade and we could let people build on top of it. So that's what the builders are. Like you, me, I mean, it requires a bit of money, but you could build on top of it and have, for example, your user trade perps. So hyperliquid builders have been cooking over the past 24 hours. The top 5 by revenue generated, you got 307 million in revenue, in volume, 121K in revenue, and 14K users. That's what's happening on the builders. And that's where a volume is attention, but revenue is capture. So we have to remember, like, a product can process a huge volume and still make very little money. So for hyperliquid builders, compare the volume, users, and revenue. The simple take rate is revenue divided by trading volume equal take rate. Also calculate the revenue per active users. And when you don't need to be super smart, like you can just do napkin math here, but you understand that you have something that is powerful on hyperliquid because 14K users and you have 121K in revenue. To calculate that take rate, well, don't worry, I did it for you. I built this dashboard that has everything. We're going to see all the leverage and things like that. But basically, we have a decent take rate of 0.04. So the revenue per user is almost $10. And now let's understand. So the core perp open interest, 7.4 billion. RWA, 3.7 billion. Altogether, that's $11.14 billion. This is growing crazy because the thing is, Hyperliquid is the only exchange that is 100% transparent. The only exchange that is 100% transparent today. And what they show is encouraging. So the leverage is expanding, healthy, or becoming one-sided. So you see that we have mostly basically people are trading BTC, ETH, and HYPE. Can you imagine that? BTC, ETH, and HYPE. HYPE is in the top 10 crypto, but it's not a top 3. So they're trading a lot of that one. And then that's where it starts to be interesting. What do we see next? We have SP500, SKHX, Sol, and XYZ Z100. So in those 7, 3 are stocks. 3 are stocks. Like SKH, SK Hynix is a Korean stock. Do you understand that? Like Hyperliquid is not just a crypto platform anymore. This is gone. So now imagine if it becomes even more efficient and the market that brings even more people. That's going to be crazy. And the data we're going to get, us as investors and like me, like who likes to stalk what's happening on chain, who like to find the best traders, we are going to have so much fun. Because what do I know? It's here we have Hyperliquid on stock chain, and I can see what the whales are doing. Are they long? Are they short? What is going on? I can see the whale versus the crowd. So I know that the whales are BTC hype. They are long on most of it. Here they're short on Solana. Well, apparently the crowd is long on Solana. So I start to have those data that I didn't have before. And I'm able to see when they're going to get liquidated. So for example, this guy could be liquidated on his Bitcoin short. So the liquidation price is like 66K. So that should be fine for him, but that's close to it. And I can know what they're trading. So like if someone said last time, like, hey, yeah, but Antoine, there's only like 6 days ago. Yeah, because like whales don't place orders every day. They place a trade and then it depends. Like it doesn't mean that they're going to push it all the time. So like then we can dig the data, and we're going to be able to dig the data as well on what's happening on the stock market. And that's the most beautiful thing, because we were not able to do it before. And look at that. The open interest is a growing. SP60, I would most say 6900. SP500. Look at that. Open interest, 500M. Sky Hynix, 500M. This is different. We get NVIDIA, we get Brent oil. Brent oil that was traded on Hyperliquid. We start to trade the thing that is different. It is. We have a pump. There's apparently a crowded long. A lot of people are long on it. We can read everything. And when SpaceX stock went out, the one that has the smoothest operational trading was Hyperliquid. The second one was Backpack. They say modern finance. Okay. So they were the second one. And now I have this place that is completely decentralized, that never closed. Most market close during the night. This never close. And I can trade almost anything on it, because I can trade commodities, I can trade stocks, I can trade index, I can trade crypto. I start to be able to do almost everything on the platform that has been no VC funded, rewarded the community. And I read a bit about Jeff, the guy behind Hyperliquid and how he wanted to build something that is in the idea of Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin, where you have something fully decentralized. And because Hyperliquid is also on all the fees they make, they do buybacks on their token. If I was an investor or someone looking to make my money grow, I will pay attention to those numbers, if they continue to grow or not, because that's going to be the main thing. Hyperliquid could become the number one place for trading in the world, the number one place in finance. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying they have the cards to do it. And I've been following them since the beginning. They never paid any market makers as well. They just did almost, if you were writing a fairy tale about crypto, that's what Hyperliquid did. Now I understand it's already in the top 11. It's already pretty high. So it doesn't probably look like the best investment to everyone else. But we gotta understand that what they are trying to do is not crypto, it's whole finance. And if they manage to do that and still do fully decentralized, then we have something that will literally change the way we trade. And it's already did, because you have zero friction. Anyone can access it. You just need a wallet. I would put, of course, a ref link for Hyperliquid. It doesn't bring anything, but if they do another airdrop, maybe I would get a little something. And I will give you the next one that I'm farming. Now, what do you think about Hyperliquid? Let me know in the comments. It was a pleasure. And don't forget one thing, stay handsome. Ciao. Don't worry, guys. We still continue the live. I'm going to stop the recording here. Now, what did you think of it? Give me some feedback. There was like no comments almost during the presentation. I was like, is it the presentation either super boring or super interesting? It was a bell curve. Like I was like, if I get no feedback, either they hate it or they love it. Hey, look what we have here.
Bruh, I
I
was doom. I started doom scrolling.
I don't hear you. I don't hear you.
I've been here since the beginning.
Up. There we go.
I've been here since
back.
the beginning.
Oh yeah, but that's perfect, because like when I'm doing the presentation, I'm doing the presentation. You know what I mean?
No, I know. I was watching.
How was it actually? I get no feedback in the comments. I was like, is it
That was good. I learned a lot. There was a lot that I didn't know about the Hyperliquid, so I've been out of the loop.
Awesome. All right. So now we have Dan. We're gonna be able to do some rug pulls as usual.
You want to trade?
I heard you were behind the
No, don't blame me for Noxa. Don't blame me for them.
I don't know. I heard. I'm not saying you did. I say I heard. Man, look at that. Like I presented, I showed one coin at the beginning of the live, and I think it's recovering like crazy. Bookad, yes, exactly.
Which coin did you show?
This one, and I said like it's dipping. They still have a support, and boom, it 2x on the other side. Well.
Oh my goodness.
Well. And it was only one coin. Like yesterday, only one coin. I go brain. And then I go Trump coin. Bam, bam. Did you see I made $1,000 yesterday opening Pokemon cards?
Wow. No, I didn't. I missed it.
Yeah, I posted it on X.
Pokemon cards?
Huh?
What would you catch it?
I catch this one. Your audio is lagging. I caught this one like that. It cost me 250. Now? Yeah, it cost me 250 to open.
Wow. Are you getting it graded?
Oh no, I just sold it back for 900.
Wait, how does it work? You opened it virtually?
Yeah. Look, I did the video. So once you approve the transaction, he does this little animation. They did a nice product. Like I wanted just to try the product, and then boom, schlack.
And these are real cards?
Yeah. They're stored in the what's it called, in the vault that they have the PSA thing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Let me get the Telegram bot you sent me. Hope you pinned it. You still use the same one, right? You still use Cove?
Oh yeah. You can use that, or there's like all the terminals there.
Well, I was. Yeah, they all started supporting it.
But I don't want to force a trade, you know? It's awesome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Well, the Cove one was cool. Cove one was cool because I was able to do it with USDC.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing, my friend. Oh. Bullcat. Where's Ansem at? 221. What is your prognostic on Black Bull? Oh, it managed to go back to 300 as well. Any comments about Zcash? Zcash going back up, almost at $600.
Can't believe no one's saying anything.
Yeah, there's nothing on the timeline.
It's the best, bro. I hope they'll have your DCA order.
No, I'm just bought now, I think.
Yeah, DCA. Oh, you're saying you're just holding?
Yeah. I sold some last time at 700 or something like that, right? Something like that. Yeah, I could have put back in, yeah.
I've been buying every day.
Every day for the past 5 years?
Nah, just since October. I have some.
Oh, we're almost an hour in the live, actually. I wanted to go in another topic of AI, but no one wants to hear me about talking about AI. It's sad.
Did you hear about the double Fable extension? I'm going to start doing polymarket bets, man. It's insane. They're just playing with us.
Oh, yeah.
Extended to the 19th.
Nah, we're going to have Fable till we die.
Yeah, you think so?
I mean, they can't remove it now. Like what? Like if they remove it, I'm just not going to use Claude.
Yeah, if they remove it, I'm just going to use. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm wasting I don't get to use my full Claude anymore.
ChatGPT, they changed the. You don't have a 5-hour limit now. It's directly a weekly limit, right?
Yep. For now, until they can figure out what's going on with 5.6 and why it was draining so many credits. And they've been spamming resets.
You use it. They did, yeah.
They've been spamming. I have 4.
I I have
got
4 as
4.
well, and I'm back at 99 available.
Yeah, bro, I can't even
It,
get to the reset, bro. I'm like, I'm gonna have to like start doing like 100 sub agents or something.
it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, it's like I was like I want to get to use my resets, but I couldn't do it. So I was like, oh shit, man.
Stock chain looking good, looking good.
Yeah, man, I cooked. I
Multi-chain
took
now. Multi-chain now, right?
Yeah, sweet chain.
Yeah,
Took me a weekend.
what we've been wanting since what? Since like almost 2 years?
Yeah,
Insane, bro.
man.
Literally insane. It's called stock chain, and we were only Solana for 2 years.
Like, look, you can go to Robinhood. I'm not gonna show you here, guys. It's only legend access. Like this is this
Oh,
is
got back the legend plan.
it's actually only like a cherry picking. I'm not even like letting everyone in. Like it's gotta be you pay and you're not even sure to get it. I mean, they
That's the
don't let you
best one.
pay if so we get the KOLs as well. Look at that. Look at that. We get the KOLs on it. Why they Zax XBT on it? Probably someone made a coin for him.
Oh
You have
yeah,
the
maybe.
KOL for Robinhood. Look at that with the trade button. They work perfectly. No more subdomain bullshit.
It better have your referral link.
Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Here you can track your wallets. You guys completely out of CashCat? No, I'm not. So if I track some wallets here, I can have them here.
Nice,
Uh,
nice.
I think actually normally I have a way to find wallets. I have to check.
You don't check like all the top coins, see what similar wallets are in.
Well, that's the thing I was doing, but I think it's removed though. I see the whale is not working today. I have to check that. I mean, when I say I have to check that, I have to send the prompt. And I want to work to integrate trading on it. Yeah, so see, fail to get the whales. I have to check what's going on here.
Which were when I click trade, where does it send me?
Oh, I click and see. Yeah.
Let's see. Handsomefinance.com.
Oh, that's probably wrong. Probably the Clanker did Clanker stuff. So SpaceX, like you see that now it's been going up the stocks on
Yeah, give me a
the
stock
volume of
leaderboard.
stock. Well, yeah, but like you see that now it's like really thin volume. So like when it's gonna increase, I can do that, but not for now. I'm waiting for the volume to increase.
It's taking a little
Let me
bit long. Taking a little bit long to load on mobile. Maybe it's loading too much stuff at once.
Send the
Okay.
feedback. I want to
Yeah.
hear about AI. We're gonna do a quick run because I did the research anyway. So like, why not?
Ooh-hoo-hoo. Raw. Okay. I know which one it sends me to now. Not
All right,
too
let's go
shabby.
quickly with the AI one. We get a few things. Samsung still going up. Okay, good. Bought some Samsung yesterday.
Nice. How much
On the bounce
spot?
back.
Spot
Ah,
or leverage?
leverage. But leverage like 5K. But like, I mean, this wallet is small.
T
This is my
TX
demo
Flow
wallet for the
TX Flow lets you do a
thing.
bunch of stocks. What is this?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it banned in America?
Click the link and then you let me know.
Why? I don't see a link. I'm in the Streamflow member.
Let me put it in the comments. I send you a DM.
Yeah, either one works. Oh, I see it in the comments. TX Flow.
Because now it's token is code gated, so
I like everything. Man, Privy is
yeah,
everywhere, dude.
everywhere.
They have like a huge monopoly.
Okay, so how AI hardware fits together? One simple chain, AI companies spend money, factories build memory and networking parts, data center buy them, supplier revenue changes, and estimate and stocks react. So AI spending, chips memory, fast networking, revenue, and stock reaction. So DRAM, HBM, and WPM. DRAM is the broad family of fast working memory used in servers, PCs, and phone. So a GPU calculates memory, keeps feeding it data fast enough to stay busy. HBM, high bandwidth memory, DRAM chips stacked vertically and placed beside an AI GPU. It feeds the GPU much faster, but it uses more silicon and it's harder to manufacture. So WPM is wafer per month, a factory capacity measure. More wafer starts usually mean more potential chip, but a yield, chip size, and product mix decide the final output. So invested translation, physical signal, HBM allocation, wafer capacity, yield and shipment, money signal contract, prices and gross margin, names Micron, SK Hynix, and Samsung. So do not confuse a spot price spike with immediate profit. Large customers buy through negotiated contracts. It's actually super opaque what we can see in the AI. So what do 800G and 1.60 mean? That's some things we're going to see later as well. So I rather explain all the terms in advance. So an AI cluster contains thousands of GPUs constantly exchanging data. And electrical signal weaken over distance. So optical module turns electricity into light and send it through fiber, then turn it back into electricity. So a GPU, you get a switch, then it goes into a 800G or a 1.6T optics, then fiber and more GPU. So 800G moves up to 800 gigabits per second, gigabits, yeah, and 1.6T double that to 1.6 terabytes per second. More AI compute creates more traffic, which can require faster link. So they're basically the data road speed limits, not a version of AI chip. So that's also one port that is important because AI is not only a GPU thing. There's all the parts that like bottlenecks that will go through the GPU. So the physical signal, we have model shipments, qualification and production capacity, money signals, revenue by product generation and margin, and names. You have Coherent, Lumentum, Enolite, Fabrinet, and Apply Optoelectronics. uh, so do not confuse being named on the supplier map with winning a paying customer. Okay, that's like the main thing that we have. So how to break the memory supercycle, or is it even possible? So that's like, there was like those guys doing the analysis. We had basically Samsung, SK Hynix, Micron, and CXMC wafer per, I already forgot, WPM, which was wafer per month. And Samsung can become is the biggest one, and then tells you how much they can produce. So that's what is important. then the thing is, we have to understand that all the contracts, because to be able to buy those stocks or not, like, you got to understand how the contracts works and who's buying, who is selling it. Well, the thing is, we can't know in advance because it's all negotiated behind closed doors, and it depends about like how long you stay in it, how good looking you are, all those factors in to be able to get yours out of it or not. So we see that the 1.6T, they're actually not contracted. Instead, it's the 800G demand that has been increasing significantly compared with previous expectation. So the most important takeaway, that's the whole 800G demand revision, also a longer tail demand, which is a bullish read through on US trends receiver, makes like IOI, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to pronounce the stock name. You screenshot it, you post the video, I don't know. So a lot of newcomers like neoclouds, AI model companies contributing overall to the demand rather than just hyperscalers. So diversification, always a bonus, man. AI was supposed to make our life easier. I'm telling you, the more I read about investing into AI, the more I get headaches. This is tongue twisters, vocabulary that is impossible, and it's like I thought we just turn on the AI, it works, but there's a lot more to it, and the supply chain is actually super thin with only few actors and people who understand exactly how it works. There's plenty of opportunities, and the movements are crazy. If you saw my video about Hyperliquid, you know that one of the highest traded stock in Hyperliquid, which is originally a crypto platform, and I'm becoming the house of finance, is SK Hynix, which is crazy. So we got to pay extra attention and understand what is going on. So CPO, moving the optics to closer. So CPO puts optical parts beside the network switch chip to use less power and move more data. So today, many optical modules plug into the front of a switch. The electrical signal must travel from the switch chip across the board to the module at a very high speed. That distance wastes energy and becomes difficult. So the co-packaged optics, CPO, move the optical engine and next to the switch chip. It may improve bandwidth and power efficiency, but manufacturing, servicing, and supply chain coordination are harder. So the investor's translation is like CPO is potentially important, but it may take years to become a large revenue. So ask, is qualified product, name customer, shipment date, and segment revenue. So the key distinction is that 800G and 1.6T are pluggable, can grow now, while CPO remains a future architecture. So then Morgan Stanley note on CPO key, participants included Sive, Cohort, Light. I'm probably going to try to give you a report of all those companies into one. We see how we can tool that. That could be a way. And so Morgan Stanley validated the research on Sive, a small 1.5 billion laser company next to two leading one. Okay. So we have those things. Chinese players do not have yet 300G EMLS and are quite far from having CPO laser. So there's this thing that will help to get alpha. So we got to save those companies. Now, of course, like you see, that a lot of people are talking. So then you have the WFE, the machines behind the chips. WFE company sells the equipment used to manufacture semiconductors. So wafer fabrication equipment includes lithography, deposition, etching, cleaning, inspection, and metrology tools. If memory makers must add capacity, they spend money on these machines before new wafers appear. So ASML, Applied Materials, Lam Research, KLA, and Tokyo Electron. So the investor's translation, WFE can benefit from a capacity raise even before every new memory chip is sold. But orders are cyclical. Export control matter, and customers can delay fabs. So what we watch, memory capex, tool lead times, and China restriction and order backlog. That are the ones that we need to be careful of. And we have, again, Morgan Stanley just modeled the US hyperscaler capex hitting 1.2 trillion by 2027 and 1.4 trillion by 2028. So easy for me to stay directionally bullish. The thing that we talk about, like, oh, AI is a bubble, the goal is like that we should not be the guys thinking that it's a bubble. Like, at no point in time we've been the best trader in history. So at no point in time we should think we are right. And if we were investing the opposite of what we think, we probably would be better off most of the time. Like, I've been sidelined on a lot of AI plays thinking like, oh, that's already the top. That's already the top. Even I called my dad, and then when he was telling me that they think the stock is the top, I was like, oh, okay, like now it's probably a time to invest, because there's no way we all think it's a bubble and it's a top. Like, guys, we have to remember at the end of the day, we've been meme coin traders. Like, at what point we're the smartest people in the world? I don't know. But anyways, so the hyperscalers can't deploy this much CapEx on all their own footprint. So not enough power, not enough permitted sites, not enough construction capacity, not enough grid interconnection. So they say to force them to spill capacity to specialized operators like all those stocks, okay? And we have secure powers, anchor tenants, cost per megawatt, execution speed. So every neocloud sits somewhere on the spectrum, and demand continue to exceed supply. I continue to accumulate good stuff during dips without leverage. So we had a lot of dips on those markets. We should pay attention to it. I'm not saying go deep into that, but like, look at that, minus 14%, minus 8%, minus 4%, a minus 1. Okay, what do we have here? Do we have another big one? Minus 7%. So of course, invest smartly. This is not financial advice. I can give dating advice, but I cannot give financial advice. Unfortunately, I'm not certified for that. So when can good AI news make a stock fall? So stock react to the difference between reality and expectation, not good or bad in isolation. So what happened? Demand grows 20%, market expected 10%. Positive surprise, and we have something that grows. Demand grows 20%, market expected 30%. Disappointment, it went down. Order rise, contracts, delay pricing, revenue may lag, revenue rises, margins do not, poor value capture, everything improves, valuation was extreme, stock can still fall. So 3 questions, because we had some stocks that did their earning reports and it still went down. So the possible stock reaction is, we have our 3 questions, sorry. Physical, is demand actually improving? Capture, does the supplier turn into revenue and margin expectation? Is that better than what the market already priced? Because normally the market always priced everything. And only then do we decide whether it deserves deeper diligence. And the expectation gap alive lab, we did this last time to calculate those. And we expected some gap into the different ones. So for example, Micron, SK Hynix, and Samsung begin as teaching example. So the figures are illustrative here, but apparently we have a score of 4.5 on SK Hynix according to our model. So the physical gap is 7%, capture 72%, and confirmation. Don't quote me on this. I'm still learning those things, okay? And Micron is at 2.3 and Samsung is at minus 1.6. So now we got to dig deeper into our tooling and we're going to improve that. We may keep the pink, honestly, at some point. Like I may keep the pink like that we're doing. So the AI infrastructure value chain. Okay, so this is the diagram. I can actually copy it if you want into, let me get that. All right, see. That's basically everything we saw. So hyperscale AI spending, we have the WFE and the chip factory machine, DRAM buffer, and HBM besides GPU. That's what we want. AI GPU accelerator, next will switch. So the future architecture will be CPO behind switch chip. So that's a longer time play, and that all require fiber. But for now, we use mostly 800G and 1.6T optical module. That's also fiber. So this one is like basically revising how they build the hardware. So supplier revenues and margin, earnings revision, and stock reaction. So there's a lot of places that are depending of how the things will evolve. Honestly, the closer you are to AI, the more you use AI. I'm like, we need to be on top of that, because like I today I cannot work without AI. I use it a lot, and I think still most of the people are way behind it. I see the usage, the way people think about AI is way behind. But now I tend to be early adopter. Like, so I was talking about Bitcoin really early on, 2016, 17. I talked about Hyperliquid really early on. So I know that there's delay between when I start to do something and when I do it. Same as the things that I did in Thailand, and now it's very pop. No, I'm not going to talk about that. This is a joke. But this is what is happening on AI. So let me know which stocks you think is the best, honestly. Your research interests me. I want to know what is your opinion. I will read every single comment around that, even if you're a bot, but I will have to mute you. But let me know in the comments. And don't forget one thing, of course, like AI helps you. One thing that destroy my market is to stay handsome. So you can be now. Stay handsome. Ciao. All right. Cool. Well, that was intense, man.
Good stream. A lot of information. Like information overload.
I can barely understand what I talk about sometimes. But I mean, that's good. Like, I don't know, like maybe it's better to show that I'm learning as a side of the other people as well. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a huge info dump.
Yeah, I mean, Clanker is working good.
Yeah, I see that you have a daily brief. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got a fire emoji here from Bridman. So we're going to continue to build this to get a better idea of all those AI thingy, those AI stocky. It's a complex one. Let me know like all the feedback, guys, for the end of this stream, because that helps me to prepare better the stream for tomorrow. And in a way, I'm happy I get the more people to watch, and I'm happy for you guys to be able to get better alpha. Bonsoir. But yeah, bonsoir. I'm done. I'm wrapping up. I might pull out the video for the AI one as well. I don't think there's content like that on YouTube, honestly. I don't know. I haven't seen those things. Maybe I don't see it. Like, let me check if I type AI CPO. Yeah, it's this one from Broadcom. That's not the best video ever. It's funny. Like, you could have just watched Broadcom videos, and then Broadcom did amazing, right? Broadcom stock, I remember. I saw. So it's like 1 year. So if you watch that video, when did they posted it? 4 days ago. Like, nobody's watching their shit. But it's like this company that has tons of information. So the CPO, you watched 9 months ago, or this one. You are on October 15. So October 15, you run here. You bought basically at 355, and I 389. So you're up, but it's not the best. But like, there was a dip here, then there was a continuous dip, which could be good. Actually, but if now I understand, like if you come from crypto, you're like, hey, this is not enough returns. But if you check like our simple Samsung bet, we already took $500 off the table. I might check a bit more, actually. I might take a bit more off the table. Nah, I'm gonna let it run. But we did good on that. And then if you don't take too much risk, you see we can have the liquidation quite far. All the links are in the description, guys. It was a pleasure. Then we do on the Discord, or what do we do? on WhatsApp. All right. Much love. Wrap him up.
Adios.
Adios.